Thank you. One of the beautiful things of having a lectern in front of you is you don't have to hold your stomach in for the whole time. Thank you for coming. And normally I don't begin so seriously, but I've got to tell you, I am eternally grateful when a community picks one of my books to read. We're very fortunate in that. We're one of the most picked, most selected books in the country for community-wide reads, and that's that's a great gift. But to pick all three of them is more than that. And I know that you're only here tonight because there wasn't anything good on TV. But I thank you for reading the books. I hope you liked them. Thank you. Thank you.
There's not the other. We think there is, but I think that's sometimes a lie. So that's my story in a nutshell. I'm blessed and lucky to do books. I'm blessed and lucky they've been successful. And I can't believe, I always tell people, I know what America's about. I know what America's about. I come from a dirt street in Tijuana. I was dying of tuberculosis. Look at this. What am I doing in Kalamazoo? Traveling around talking to people about my writing career. This is really amazing. So it's my gratitude tour pretty much.
It has also been a popular, well-received community reading title elsewhere in the country, and perhaps has been or will be in the world, since the book is being published in South America, Europe, and Asia. Please join me in welcoming Amy Waldman to Kalamazoo.
Thank you, Anne, for that introduction, and thank you to everybody at the Kalamazoo Public Library. I know all the work that goes into an event like this. I especially want to also thank Karen, who gave me a very warm welcome and well-organized trip. And all the partners as well who contributed in making this possible. It's truly an honor to be chosen for a Reading Together program, and I have to say it's a pleasure too, because unfortunately there is no program called Writing Together. You do it on your own, and it's quite lonely, and in fact that can make it strange to stand in front of an audience and talk about it, because writing a novel is mostly about talking to yourself for years.
Thank you, Karen Trout, for making us so welcome, and the Friends of Kalamazoo Public Library and everyone else involved in the selection process for this terrific honor. It's just almost makes a writer speechless to have this kind of an honor. To think of a whole community reading one's book is pretty heady stuff.
And a delicious serving of metaphor. The effect is dazzling, and we here couldn't agree more. Please join me in welcoming him to Kalamazoo, Jonathan Safran.
For me, as a writer, as somebody who cares, like everybody in this room, about climate change, as somebody who cares, like everybody in this room, about community, local community in particular, as somebody who cares about public libraries, I really did feel that if this isn't essential, it would be hard to imagine what is. So I'm really grateful to be here. I cannot imagine a greater honor as a writer than to have one of my books chosen for a program like this. I think that with all of the uncertainty and with all of the certainty that we have of things that are bad that are going on in our country right now, this is one of those things that you can hold up and say, this is good.
Ambassador for Young People's Literature by the Library of Congress, and the Young People's Poet Laureate by the Poetry Foundation in 2015. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for helping me welcome Jacqueline Woodson.
Hey everyone. Thanks so much, Ryan, for that introduction, and thanks to all of y'all for being here on this lovely, lovely day in New York. It seems pretty lovely in Michigan too, and thanks for joining us wherever you're joining us from. And I would actually really love to be at the library in Kalamazoo. It's one of my favorite libraries. It's beautiful. But I'm also grateful for the way this pandemic has democratized stuff like author visits, right? Now you can turn on your screen and actually hear me talk to you. And if I was in that specific space, of course, there are a lot of people who would not get to engage this way. So this blessing and a curse of a pandemic has brought us closer together in some ways. And